Today's scripture from 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 7. But we speak God's wisdom in mystery, the hidden wisdom which God predestined before the ages to our glory. Our life is unpredictable, even for tomorrow, for next moment as well. Most of the Christians used to listen to some of the theory of predestination. Predestination. According to the scripture of today, it hasn't happened before the ages. Long time ago, past of the past of the past of the past, something like that. But when we're gonna think about word of eternity and the predestination, at the same time we know there is the working of the sovereignty of God in our practical living. But at the same time, we think even as a Christian, we have to use our efforts for the best result. So everything is agreeable. However, when we're going to consider the predestination, all things has been designed and planned and already fixed like the fate. Then, if we're going to do something doing our best, that has been predestined. And the other, we're going to be a lazy man, then that has been as well predestined, planned. Then, if everything has been planned and designed and has been predestined, is there any reason to be judged in the last judgment? Because everything has been judged by having fixed as a planned. And the other thing, if we're not going to do our best, that has been predestined as well. No reason. We have lost, we're going to lose our motivation to do our best. So on the contrary, that is one of the defects of the theory of Reformed theologians. And the other part, liberal theologians used to consider the theory of the predestined is against the gospel of Jesus. Instead of that, they used to insist we have to do our best as a free will given as a kind of mercy. So facially, the size of the congregation of liberal theologians church is more than the Reformed church because they are doing something best, like the business or company or insurance company or something like that. However, at the same time, we have to accept the working of the sovereignty of God in our living and in our ministry as well. So their theory, 100% of their own free will should be considered in their ministry, must be not gospel-like. In our understanding, both of that liberal theologian or Reformed theologian's theory looks like a theory itself. There is no impression of the dwelling of God in our personality and in our living and in our ministry. There is no gratitude about that. There is no power co-walking in our living. So at this moment, as like we have shared so far, we consider all this kind of sophisticated subjects, topic in the perspective of eternity and unification with the Lord. Considering the word of eternity, we can imagine, or of course it is not possible to experience the world of eternity because we have been born in this world of three-dimensional time-passing world. Every single moment and every single instant must be under control by the rule of cause and reaction. The world of eternity is transcendent of the time passing. So just imagine every single moment is corresponding. The world of eternity is at the same time, simultaneously. If we're going to say in the time matter. So most of the people used to think predestination has been fulfilled already in the past of the past of the past. However, considering the world of eternity, transcendent world, actually, as a conclusion, the moment of the predestination and every single moment of the whole history is corresponding each other. There is no which one is first, which one is later. There is no differentiation. So the instant of the predestination is not happening in the world of past long time ago, but if we're going to consider the time matter of the predestination, it happened immediately. Right now, if we're going to do something according to our free will, the predestination has been happening at the same time, simultaneously. So in that understanding, predestination used to consider the happening in the past, and the sovereignty of God is to work in our current living. It's like the comparison between kind of a rocket to calculate every condition and requirement and for the final destination. And the other one is kind of what is called the kind of missile to calculate every single moment.
Ballistics.
Sorry?
Ballistics, I don't know.
Induced like
cruise missile that
cruise missile, yes, something like that, yes. Or airplane have to moderate the control every single moment. 장애 control, not missile. Like that, predestination idea is like the missile to everything has been calculated and designed and have been fixed, predestined. But sovereignty and the co-working of God is like the control, the airplane. But in the understanding of the world of eternity, that kind of predestination and the sovereignty of God is not different thing. It's kind of the same thing. In the matter of time matter, there is no difference between the time of predestination in the world of eternity and the working of the sovereignty of God happening at the simultaneously at the same time. Then, what is the meaning of our free will? What is the working of our free will in our decision every single moment? Most of the cases, the misunderstanding has been happening because the predestination or sovereignty of God and our free will is not going to be making any harmony. They're going to work separately, like a seesaw. If emphasizing our free will, the predestination or sovereignty of God is decreased. And if we're going to emphasize the predestination or sovereignty of God, our free will gonna lose the standing point. But it's not true. In the understanding of the unification with the Lord, these two kind of factors must be working simultaneously at the same time. Not only in our ministry, like the church thing or evangelism or something, but also to our every single moment. Like living. For example, before 30 years, Jesus Christ has lived as one of the normal, ordinary man, like a carpenter or son of man, son of Mary or something. Nobody would consider what happening that as a kind of holy or working of ministry of Jesus. No, they don't think so. as just one of man. However, is it not true at that period as well? Jesus himself as a kind of Christ, or he as a God and as a true man, as a one personality? Yes, it's true. So even his just ordinary living period as well should be considered as a Christship. Like that, when we're going to consider our whole living, just a few moments will be calculated, will be considered as a kind of ministry, like a church thing, or our life of the journey of the faith, or something like that, reading Bible, prayer, or serve other people. However, many portion of our living is consist with kind of trivial things, like washing hand, toothbrush, and go to bed or something like that. Not going to be worthy to be recorded in our diary as well. However, all that moment we're going to use our intention and our free will. At the same time, simultaneously, the predestination and the sovereignty of God will be joined to make that decision, because we have unified with the Lord every single moment, even we recognize or not. So that is our living. That is our movement of our intention. Free will is not conflict with the sovereignty of God. So when we're going to recognize and understand this kind of factor of the unification with the Lord, then we can recognize the meaning of our trivial living and even kind of mistake or something worldly thing as well should be take a look in different perspective. It's very worthy and very noble things is very important meaning should be contained. So in that meaning, we don't have to consider our most of the part of our living as kind of worldly or like a trash or something. We don't have to do that. Thank you.